Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Hi, Sin. How you doing? Thank you for redeeming your park entrance. How are we all doing today, everybody? Let me see here real quick. So there is going to be a good bit of stuff to go over before we jump into Mouse PI. Especially since what is it? There is the new Zoid that just dropped, actually. So the AZ Ultrasaurus just dropped. We have things like Galvatron dropped as well. We got the new dinosaur anime that I want to go over as well. We also have... I also want to go over this stuff that's been going on with bricks and minifigs, because I have been pretty enraptured with the whole... drama and situation that's going on with bricks and minifigs, because apparently there is an update to this. So there's actually like an update to the bricks and minifig situation. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, basically bricks and minifigs is a horrible, terrible ass company. They basically stole a $200,000 something to the tune of $200,000 Lego Star Wars collection from a dying old man, and it's a wild story. It involves things like crooked cops and the Mormon Mafia. It's some crazy stuff that I really would love to go over with you guys. But like I said, there's also things like Zoids. There's things like Transformers that just dropped. And we'll kind of go over some of these because the prices for these Zoids are going to be a little steep. Right? They are going to be pretty steep, if I'm going to be honest with you guys. And then I also want to go over a little bit of Kentucky Ballistics, because he also just dropped a new video that I want to go over. So, let me see here. So, actually, we can kind of jump into... Hang on, let me see here. Because now we can actually just jump straight into today's sponsor, which is HobbyLinkJapan, which is your #1 hobby store in the world for all of your anime figure and your Gunpla needs. Use my chat command code !HLJ, take you directly to their website. They do ship worldwide. And the best thing about it all is that it all comes straight from Japan. I'm also an affiliate with Waifu Wares. Use my chat command code RAWBROWN at checkout for 15% off on all of your online purchases. So let me see here. Okay, so we got a good bit to go over. So just yesterday, so I believe it was just last night, HobbyLink decided that they were going to drop a bunch of stuff. So we're going to go over some of these. So we have like the new Synergex Fangriffin, which is a collab with Zoids, and it's based off of their Fang Tiger. We have the Realized Model Kit Storm Sorter, and of course we have things like the Ultrasaurus. And we'll save the Ultrasaurus for last, because that is... It's kind of interesting depending on where you're going to buy it. But the one thing I do want to go over first, and the one that I'm very excited for, is that we are finally getting Galvatron. Galvatron, for the pre-orders for Galvatron here from Beast Wars the 2nd, is live. And boy howdy does he look good. Boy howdy does he look so fine. Oh my god, he looks... as soon as I saw this, I pre-ordered the shit out of this. I slammed that pre-order button so hard. And it's going to be coming out in December, so that's going to be my Christmas present. Hi, Chisana, thank you for the lurk. Hang on, let me give you a shouty real quick. Let's see here. Are you having dinner? Okay. What you eating? But, so what's really cool about Galvatron here, and this is something I didn't realize until this right here. So he actually looks like he has horn accessories. So this is Galvatron, just regular run-of-the-mill Beast Wars the Second Galvatron. This is Galvatron possessed by Unicron from the, I believe it's the Beast Wars the Second or Beast Wars Neo OVA that actually appeared in theaters. So that's really cool that you can have technically both a Galvatron and a Unicron possessed Galvatron. And then we get to look at that dragon mode and look at him in all of his awkward ass glory. I love this thing so much. I absolutely adore this thing. I love the fact that he just has these two clearly visible tank treads on his legs, and just his legs just jut out from the top of this. It just looks so awkward. And he's got like these, what is he, like 4-barreled machine gun cannons on him. It looks so awkward, and I love it. And then, of course, we got his penis tank. And so, looking at it, though... it looks like the tail might have a tiny bit of posability. I'm not entirely sure. But it looks like it might have a smidgen of posability. Which, honestly, that's kind of par for the course. I'm not expecting the dragon mode to be that dynamic. And then here we have him next to Lio Convoy. And, these genuinely look really good next to each other. These two genuinely look really, really good next to each other. And then this also, I retweeted this, right? Let me actually pull it up. So I retweeted this and I commented on this. If my PC would like to cooperate for 10 minutes. So there was a thing that was brought up last night. And it involves Transformers. Not only does it involve Transformers, but it also involves kind of the state of Transformers. And it's something that I really wanted to kind of go over with you guys. Because I kind of have some thoughts about it. Right? Let me see here real quick. But yeah, I have some thoughts on this. And it's one of the reasons why I'm not like the biggest fan of most, if not the majority, of modern Transformers. So, let me see here. So, this is about Brian, what's his name? Brian Goldner. So, Brian Goldner, I believe, yeah, he was the executive, I think it was like the executive producer or something like that. He was a higher up in Hasbro. For a very long time, he was a higher up in Hasbro. And I'm pretty sure, I think he died or something like that, if memory serves me right. I think he died. But in any case, so this was brought up by the Transformers hype man, or the hype guy. And it kind of rings true to modern Transformers.
We don't want to give them the same thing twice. We want them to recognize their heroes and their characters. It's clearly Optimus Prime is Optimus Prime, and Bumblebee, and Starscream, right. Megatron. You have to have certain elements there.
So what he's talking about is that he's talking about how Hasbro redesigns Transformers throughout the ages, right? But at the end of the day, Optimus Prime still looks like Optimus Prime, right? They want the children to recognize their favorite characters throughout the years, but also keep them, new and fresh.
Iconic, and then continue forward so that people can recognize characters, especially young people who aren't as familiar with all the different iterations
right.
of Optimus Prime over the many years. But having said that, you also want to reinvent it.
Right. So it's like saying, like, a child nowadays is not going to know, it's not going to understand nor know about, 2001 RID Optimus Prime. They're probably not even really going to know too much about, say, Optimus Primal from Beast Wars. Or, hell, God forbid, Lyle Convoy or Big Convoy. But they also will recognize that, oh, well, he looks like Optimus Prime. You know, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Because people want to see those characters take on all kinds of different shapes and looks and be able to
right.
possess them.
Each one used to be kind of unique looking.
The other part of it,
yeah, so, like, back in the day, I would say probably Beast Wars up until maybe Prime, right? I want to say. Like, Beast Wars up until Prime. Take Optimus Prime, for example, right? Optimus Prime, for example, here. Optimus Prime used to look very differently throughout the decades, right? You know, yeah, the silhouette is still looks very much like Optimus Prime, right? He has all kind of like the signature little hallmarks here. He's got like the window titties. He's got the grill abs. He's got the skirt here with the yellow triangles of some kind or yellow shape here and there. His gun looks pretty much the same.
don't want to give them the same thing twice. We want them.
Yeah, and there we go. And it's exactly what he says there. He says that you don't want to give the same design twice. But back to what I was saying, and we'll hold on to that. So, you know, we'll take a look at, say... So, this is Henkei Optimus Prime. So, this is Optimus Prime from, like, say, 2006. So, this was right before the movies, if not a little bit after the movie. No, 2007. Yeah, so this... No, I take it back. No, not 2006. So this came out... Yeah, no, 2006, yeah. So this was kind of like a filler wave, like a little filler arc between Cybertron and the movies. So they wanted to kind of revamp classic G1 characters, but give them like fresh new faces, but still kind of look the same. But again, so we have Optimus Prime here looking pretty different, but still pretty, you know, pretty much the same, how you expect him. You know, still, he's got, like, the window titties, grill abs. Not really, he doesn't really have the skirt that I was talking about, but he does have things like the blue legs, the red arms with the yellow accent, etc. You get what I'm saying. Or, like, say, or, like, animated Optimus Prime. You could still look at him and go, oh, well, that's Optimus Prime. But there's something very different about him. He's got, you know, he's got like a smaller face, a large chin, barreled chest, slim waist, broad build. But he still has the hallmarks of Optimus Prime. He has the window titties, grill abs, skirt with blue, skirt with yellow shape designs, blue legs. But nowadays, Hasbro is so fucking scared to go, and I want to say it's probably because we've had people in the higher ups who are what we call G1ers, right? G1ers are, hang on real quick. But what was I saying? Oh, right. So basically we have what are known as G1ers. So G1ers are essentially the part of the fan base that only wants G1. Like, we're talking about maybe, you know, 1980, you know, the original 1980s crew up until the movie. And then nothing else. Nothing else matters. Nothing else really cares. It's just rewind back to 1980, was it 1984? No, yeah, 1984, 1985. And then just have that on repeat over and over. Like nowadays, we're lucky if we got things like, say, if we got things like Armada toys, right? Armada toys, Cybertron toys. Hi, Takumi. How you doing? Welcome in. Thank you for giving me a park entrance. But we're lucky nowadays if we have things like Beast Wars toys. And even then, they're starting to milk Beast Wars, Season 1 Beast Wars for every... Hi, Tabby. How you doing? Thank you for redeeming a park entrance. But, and even then, we're kind of seeing like a little bit of fatigue with Beast Wars. Yeah, it's Transformers Animated Optimus. What we're talking about is how Hasbro really doesn't want to do anything other than G1. And if it's not G1, then it's G1 up until Season 2. But, like I said, you have to twist their arm and maybe their toes to get anything past the movies. Like, we're lucky right now to see that we actually have a modern toy of Beast Wars II Galvatron. But yeah, nowadays it's just almost every new Optimus Prime looks the same. Almost every Optimus Prime nowadays has to look like Optimus Prime from the 80s. Grimlock has to look almost entirely like Grimlock from the 80s. The only one who kind of escaped this curse is Megatron. The only one who's ever been able to escape the curse... Well, no, I take that back. There's a few. There's a few that have been able to escape this curse. Megatron is the biggest offender to this because, well, legally speaking, they can't sell the original Megatron toy, right? That's why Megatron has had the freedom of being things like a truck, a tank, a bomber, a jet, an osprey, a VTOL, a dragon. You know, he's able to be all these other things mainly because they can't sell the original G1 toy or a toy based around that anymore due to legality. I may have started another hyperfixation. Oh, nice. Which one is it? But yeah, like Optimus Prime back in the day, like Cybertron Optimus Prime looks vastly different than G1 Prime. But again, nowadays we don't get this. The Takara designers may, yeah, I'm aware of that. I'm aware of that, Paleo. Oh yeah, I've heard about that. Yeah. Rex Kaiser is the one that I really want to get. But like I said, Cybertron Prime is like pretty much like my favorite version of Optimus Prime, just because he's so different. But not only that, but they also drew in inspirations from other animes that the developers like. Take, for example, I believe if I remember correctly, the creator of Galaxy Force, aka Transformers Cybertron, was a ginormous fan of the Brave series, and he drew inspiration from, I think it was Gal Gaigar, to create Cybertron Optimus. But it's why Transformers nowadays feels so stagnant. At least to me, Transformers feels extremely stagnant because Hasbro just can't let G1 go. And I feel like if they just did, we might be able to actually get things like Armada Optimus, Energon Optimus, Cybertron Optimus, hell, Animated Optimus. You can even argue Prime Optimus. Yeah, it's still kind of like the Babe vs. Prime, but slimmed down. But again, it's different. The other examples I can think of people who have, or bots that have escaped the G1 curse is Bumblebee. The reason why Bumblebee kind of escaped the curse of being just relegated to just this G1 design and nothing else is the movies. Just about every Bumblebee past the movies have to look like movie Bumblebee. And I'm fine with that because I'm going to be honest with you guys. G1 is not very good. The G1 designs, for the most part, are boring. For the most part, the G1 Transformer designs are fucking boring. Like, we need to stop thinking that G1 is like the be-all to end-all. It's not. It's terrible. Let's see, I just saw the thirst tweets for Tacky. I don't know who Tacky is, but that sounds kind of cool, though. Because he reminds me of Deckard. I don't know who that is either. Just got here. Hey, how's it going, Kai? Those kind of look like Armada Optimus. So this is Optimus Prime from Transformers Cybertron, also known as Transformers Galaxy Force in Japan, where it originally came from. Basically, he kind of follows the same trend as Optimus Prime from Armada in that he has a super mode, where he combines with his trailer. This one kind of takes it to another level in that he combines with other Transformers to make some really bonkers-ass designs. Probably even more so than, say... Let's see here. Oh, yeah, I have no idea. I know literally nothing about Cardbot. I know literally nothing about it. Hey, Rama, how you doing? Tacky, being the token female and Blue Cop. Oh, I gotcha. D&D is done. I'm here completely. Well, let's go, Sin. I'm glad that you're here. Thank you for the hydration. Thank you. But yeah, no, it's just, I wish we had new stuff. I wish we had fresh designs. I wish we had fresh new takes on these older designs. But yeah, that's literally the reason why we can't have a G1 Megatron reissue. It's literally because G1 Megatron turned into a legit replica of the Walter P-38. We can't have that. The closest one we had was 2006 when Henkei Megatron turned into a Nerf gun. That's literally it. Of course, there's also Flame Nova. Oh no, we all do. No, we all do. We all want. We just want something other than just G1. G1. That's all Hasbro wants. And it's kind of sad that we don't have this guy anymore, because he really loved innovation. He really loved, you could tell, like, he really loved trying new things. Like, you could tell.
You know, I can't say enough about the time and attention our team spends in hearing from.
And the other thing is that this allows children to have their own generation, right? Nowadays, we just kind of shove G1 onto the kids. Be like, hey, kids, this is what your dad was into when he was your age, and that's all you're getting. Yeah, the trends don't... You don't understand the trends, but your dad certainly does.
Wanting to please the fans, because really, if you think about it, we're so grateful to them. They have stuck with this brand, you know, through the really good moves we've made probably over time, and some of the moves that they probably characterize as bad moves. You know, we don't always get it right, but we always try to.
But yeah, Takumi, that sounds really cool, but I know literally nothing about Cardbot, but they sound kind of cool.
You know, I can't say enough about the time and attention our team spends in hearing from.
But yeah, and again, it's really sad because, again, like, kids nowadays, I don't feel like they really have their own generation. They're kind of just like thrown, almost kind of like hand-me-downs. Like, this is what the adults liked when they were kids. You're lucky, or you're welcome to enjoy this, but if not, tough luck, kid. You get Earthspark. The current season finishes tomorrow, so I'm downing the other half of my beer to celebrate. Nice, let's go. But yeah, it's just like, all right, Timmy. Yeah, if you don't like the G1 designs, here's not Cardbot, but here's Earthspark. Enjoy. Let's see, you're doing good, especially since Galvatron. Yeah, we're about to go over Galvatron because there's some interesting stuff about Big Bad Toy Store with that kind of stuff. Let's see here. I get the G1 is iconic, but no kid these days is gonna recognize gun, tank, G1, G2 make. Well, no, they'll recognize tank because there's a lot of tank transformers, and a lot nowadays, Megatron is a tank now, so they'll understand that. Optimus Prime, I can semi understand in that Optimus Prime has always been a truck. We don't constantly need to shove G1 in everyone's faces. Give us unique, exactly. No, give us like unique designs. Give us unique stories. Let Japan produce some series, because back in the day, Japan made a lot of the cornerstone early 2000s Transformers, like things like 2001 Robots in Disguise, Armada, Energon, Cybertron, to an extent, animated. Like, people don't get, like, the Transformers animes really kind of sculpted a lot of millennials when they were kids. Outside of, like, say, Beast Wars, right? Like, let kids have their own gen. Like, please. Oh, yeah, no, I 100% love and prefer not Hotshot. Yeah, Hotshot. I prefer Hotshot over Hot Rod and Bumblebee anytime of the day. Except for animated Bumblebee. Except for animated Bumblebee. All other Bumblebees can fucking suck it. That's all I'm saying. Hell, Warthog Megs can be retooled into Lion King Pumbaa if they really want to. Yeah, exactly, especially with the whole, like, wackadoo crossovers they're doing. Fuck, they're doing a crossover with Scooby-Doo. Give us a Lion King now. But yeah, so moving on, and then... So we'll get to this, because I've already got this guy pre-ordered. So moving on to the Zoids. Right, so moving on to Zoids news. So with Zoids, we actually got some pretty good ones that just dropped yesterday. So this here is Fangriffin. It is a retool of the Fang Tiger from Zoids Wild, and it's part of the Pat Labor crossover series. It looks really good. I know almost nothing about... Okay, so there... I'll have to read that later on down the road. But yeah, so this looks really good. And it's really cool that we're actually getting, like, more and more of these unique and dedicated parts to these collabs instead of just straight up repaints of older model kits. I mean, the Zinogre Wildliger is fucking bananas about just how much of a retool that is. Like, you can't even tell there's a wild liger under that Zinogre. That is crazy. But yeah, if memory serves me right, this is based off of the villain mech, I believe, of Pat Labor. And it does make me want to go back and actually, like... And that's really sick! That right there is really fucking sick. That we actually get, like, this pure jet black and gunmetal gray, or the smoky gunmetal colored Fang Tiger. That is just disgustingly badass. So yeah, it makes me want to go and actually watch Pat Labor. I know it's a classic. It's an anime classic. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll do like a watch night or something like that. We'll sit down and watch Pat Labor. So, moving on. Now we get the RMZ Storm Sorter that just dropped. So, this is going to be dropping in February. And the Synex Fangriffin is going to also be dropping in February. A lot, if not all, of these Zoids releases are going to be dropping in February. So, get prepared for that. So, I think we went over this before, but the Storm Sorter here is actually really cool in that it's pretty much one-to-one. It's pretty much one-to-one to what we got in the HMM release, and it's also one-to-one to the Storm Sorter in the anime. And so you can have it roosting. Not accurate to what a pterosaur does, but you know, that's okay. Yeah, no, for real, rip our fucking wallets. And so you can kind of fold up its legs to how the HMM release does it. And then you get an ignited sword, and it also comes out with its regular swords. And then you can also interchange the hands as well, so you can have either the claws or the autocannons. And it kind of makes me sad that we don't have it to where it has it in the anime, where you can just fold out the autocannons from the claws instead of, like, swapping them. But I'm sure there's going to be a Ereborone version of this thing where it probably will. Like the HMM release. And then, I'm not sure what's going on here. Oh, wait, hold up. You can choose between versions with or without the... Oh, okay, I see now. Okay. That's pretty neat. And then we have, like, this really... I always love the Storm Sorter cockpit. So you can have the cockpit fold out, or you can just slam it back in and just have the mouth free. But yeah, that is the Storm Sorter, and it's going to be about $50. It's going to be about $50. So, moving on to the main event, And this one's going to be an absolute dick punch to your wallet, no matter where you're going to buy this bad boy. So, this just dropped yesterday, and that is the AZ Ultrasaurus. So, waiting for a Zoid's NC Bomber Unit SS and SS. Wait, hold on. Wait, what's the NC Bomber? Are you talking about the Terrace? Are you talking about the Terrace? Because the Terrace has that. And are you... wait, what? Wait, what is the GFSSS? But, so the Ultrasaurus here, I'm assuming it's going to be the same size as its original model kit counterpart, which is par for the course because the Deathsaur is also as big as its original model kit. So it's safe to say this is going to be about the same size. And it's still going to be a very big boy because the Ultrasaurus, if I remember correctly, is the tallest Zoid in the series in terms of the model kits. And then it's going to have the core down there where the eyes are going to light up, which is really nice. It has your little sky sleds. So it kind of has all the same features as its original model kit, except for a few new little caveats. So one of the things that will be different are things like the auto cannons here that are going to move up and down. We have this little turbine that moves. We also have the little radar tower that's also going to move up and down as well, because that goes in with the now new diving mode and also the gravity cannon. New Century Zero, no, the Storm Soarer with all of this. I'm sure that's going to be released. I'm sure that one's going to be released as like a special edition. I mean, they have now pumped out things like the Liger Zero Falcon that's going to come out in this line. They're also going to be pumping out the Blade Liger Panzer, and they also have various Shield Ligers and Genosaurs. I'm pretty sure that particular version of the Storm Sorter is going to be released as well, but it's probably going to be like an exclusive, knowing how this works. Let's see here. Oh, okay, I got you. So this is new. So this is what it's called, the diving mode. So the diving mode is pretty much what we saw in Guardian Force, where it was swimming. So that's actually really cool, and I'm wondering if that might help out with shelf spacing, maybe? And then we get like the little sky sleds. Now, and then also we get this. So despite whether or not you get the one with the gravity cannon or not, I do like the diving mode too. I do like that. Is it accurate to how an actual Ultrasaurus would have had its neck? No, not really, because it's a member of the Brachiosaur family. So, no, it's not accurate. But when you go to Zoids, you're not coming for the accuracy, I can tell you that much. Just look at Death Razor. But what's really cool, though, is that whether or not... I believe this is whether or not you get the... oh, wait, hang on. Sold separately. This image shows a prototype. So, yeah, so it includes blast effect parts. So you can, in fact, replicate the scene where the Ultrasaurus shoots the Blade Liger out. Or you could just use it as, like, just your run-of-the-mill effect piece. So that's kind of cool, though. Now, what's also interesting is that they also redid the feet. So, they also redid the feet. Because if you know anything about the original Ultrasaurus' model kit, and also the anime model itself, is that the feet were just these big, giant hunks of slab of metal. Right? Now, here, they actually redid the feet to where they now almost kind of look like paws. Which is not entirely accurate to sauropods in general, because sauropods had more of like, kind of like a mix of elephantine feet with like a thumb claw. So it's close as you're gonna get. I mean, again, when you're going to Zoids, you're not coming for the accuracy. If I can make the model kit, or if I can make the model look like it's accurate to the anime, that's the accuracy. Yeah, no, exactly. Exactly. So, now, the other thing, now hold on to that though. Hold on to that little chestnut. So here we have the gravity cannon by itself. Now, I'm gonna pause on here, so I'm just gonna show you the price. For the Ultrasaurus on HobbyLinkJapan, it's going to be $244. When I say this is going to be an absolute dick punch to your wallet, I mean it. This is going to this isn't even a dick punch. This is a sledgehammer to your testicles. And yes, I pre-ordered it. Yes, I'm saving up for this. God bless my wallet. This is why I'm single, everybody. Now, the gravity cannon here. Now, you can buy this by itself. And you can slap it on there. And it looks really nice. Yeah, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. And so, I'm gonna use shop/Klarna. Honestly, I don't blame you. I do not blame you at all. I kind of had to do that with my Titan class Grimlock. But yeah, so this right here is probably the cheapest you will find the gravity cannon. I wish I was joking. So the gravity cannon by itself is $76. $76. Random question, bud. Did you go over the Hydra Gundam? No, I did not. I can look that up here in a little bit. Because we'll take a look at the Hydra Gundam here in a little bit because yeah, this is gonna hurt. So, Big Bad there's also a third version. There's a third version of this model kit, and that's called the deluxe version. And that's the one that comes with everything that you see here from both releases. That includes the gravity cannon, but also little minifigs of things like the Lightning Strike, Storm Sorter, Genobreaker, and Blade Liger. Oh, and also the D Bison. Now, that is supposed to be a Takara Mall exclusive. Big Bad Toy Store sat there and said, I bet. Because Big Bad Toy Store, and all of their wisdom, decided to not only bring in the vanilla Ultrasaurus for a ball-breaking $334 with a $33.50 non-refundable down deposit. They also brought in the gravity cannon. That's $100 by itself. With an $11 down deposit that's non-refundable. But these people sat there and said, alright, cool. We are going to import the deluxe version. Yes, we are going to bring in the deluxe version of this thing. Yeah, so if you want this fucker, if you are batshit crazy enough to actually sit there and say, I want this, because here's what it comes with. So it comes with everything that you see here. That includes the gravity cannon by itself. It's included with it, but it also comes with a minifig of Moonbay and all of these little minifig Zoids that you see here. So the Blade Liger, Genobreaker, Lightning Sykes, Storm Sorter, Shoebolts, Iron Kong, and D Bison. Now, Chad, do you want to know how much this thing costs and how much this thing is going to completely wreck your fucking balls and your wallet and your anus? Because this thing is coming in hot into your ass. And it also will smack you in the face. This is half a month's rent of a car. Yeah, it is. I'm predicting the aftermarket. Oh, it's going to go for $444.99 on Big Bad Toy Store with a whopping $89 non-refundable down deposit. If you want the special version of this guy, if you want the special version of this big boy, you're gonna be coughing up the. You're gonna have to cough up the cash, your car's, insurance, your monthly car insurance, your rent, probably half of your rent, and maybe your kidney. For a Zoid that is no bigger than its original model kit release. Also, hi Hollow, how you doing? Yeah, this thing is going to completely and totally hurt. No matter what site you get them from, if you get yourself the AZ Ultrasaurs, prepare for suck, embrace the suck, and embrace the pain. Because boy howdy, it's going to hurt. This dinosaur just sat there and said, "Saddle up, Buttercup, because here I come." Yeah, there goes my wallet. Yeah, mine too. I have the regular version on pre-order. I have the regular version on this. Pre-ordered. You are insane if I'm going to... you are insane. So, if you think I'm gonna order the gravity cannon along with this son of a bitch. So, looking at this, let me just see here. I just want to see here. So, let's do the math here, because I'm fucking stupid and I can't math in my head. So, let's do 244.59 plus... Let me see here. Plus, what? 76.87. Yeah, that's $346. That's... $321.46. That's not including shipping, by the way. That is not including shipping. Because if we're gonna count, so for shipping, I have to pay about $156 to ship my HMM Iron Kong Shoebolts version from HobbyLink. So, let's just say, hypothetically, the shipping is going to be about $156. So, let's just say $156. Yeah, so you're looking at the same price you would buy this from Big Bad Toy Store. Yeah, if you get this from HobbyLink, it is going to smack you on every branch on the way down. You better have a good paying job if you want this thing. Because people are going to want to buy the gravity cannon. And there will be mad lads out there that will buy not only one, but 2 of these things, if not maybe 4. Because there are people out there who customize their Ultrasauruses to wield 4 gravity cannons. I have seen it. It's wild. And then also we have I'm glad I collect. I only collect high grade Gundams. Yeah. Choose. That's about the same as what I paid for my Berserk Fuhrer, Sturm Fuhrer. Yeah. And the sad thing is that because of the inflation and because of the tariffs and all that kind of stuff, that's really the only way you can get your shit from HobbyLink is FedEx. That is the most expensive one. That is the most expensive shipping route you can go on with HobbyLink, because before they used to do DHL, which was the cheapest route. I will gladly wait 3 to 4 months if it meant I can save a little bit of money on my shipping and my product or my fucking model kits won't break my fucking brain and bank. But nowadays, no, you need FedEx to ship things from HobbyLink. Yeah. Here, I'm doing all right, having some food. Did you see all the Namu Raptors? Yeah, we can go over that too. And Paleo wanted to see the Hydra Gundam. Let me see here. Let's see, high grade Hydra. Oh, of course it's a premium Bandai. Of course it's a premium Bandai. Why would it not be? Oh, excuse me. Yeah, of course it's premium Bandai. Why would it not be? What was I thinking? But yeah, no, that is actually a really cool kit. Oh, see, DHL was freaking awesome. That would be like 3 days, and you'd have it. Well, see, DHL was more of like, see here, it's a side story because, well, I know that, but nowadays it's like, oh, you like this really cool Gundam kit? Oh yeah, by the way, that's premium Bandai. Oh, what's that? You like master grades? Well, guess what? Most master grades now are fucking premium Bandai. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Bandai. I fucking love that. Yeah, go fuck yourself. Question. Is there a release date for the Fiona Zeke model? No. There is not. So far, there is not a confirmed release date for that particular kit. When it does, I will gladly let you guys know. Because right now, all we really know is that there is a prototype out. And speaking of Gunpla, there is actually a high-grade kit that I really want to get, and it looks really good. It's actually these two right here that are available on HLJ. And they come from, Hathaway's Flash. FedEx, we're there when you need it, but our prices will kill you. No, exactly. Like, I love FedEx. I used to work for FedEx, right? I used to work for FedEx Ground. I used to handle packages and stuff. No, like, FedEx is good. FedEx is really good. It's just the prices will fucking kill you. Especially if you want shit from overseas. It will kill you. Yeah, I know the Zai is a big boy, but then we also have the Elysius. And honestly, I really love the Elysius. Just because look at this damn thing. Look at this damn thing. This thing is so fucking insane. I hear they're both, like, pretty big. Like, they're both pretty damn big kits. And I really want a really big high-grade Gundam model. And from what I saw from what Mecha Guy Kotsu was saying, like, this is really good. So this is what he called Gundarium tier, which is, like, top of the line. It looks really nice. Although, it kind of gives me the vibe of Bayverse Starscream, where it's just this big flying Dorito. And it always gives me the impression that, like, there's another Gundam head, like, right there. Just because there's just this straight up other V-fin and this little head crest thingy. Look, Mods, my chicken. It's mass-produced. Yeah, I know it's a mass-produced new Gundam, which the new Gundam looks really cool. I like how the new Gundam looks. Like, the new Gundam looks really cool, like, when it's mass-produced. But it's this flying hunk of just stuff. That's the best way I can describe the Elysius, is just, it's a big flying hunk of stuff. It's like, where does like one end start and the other one ends? It's kind of crazy. And I love how this thing has like these two little tiny sub arms to hold the beam sabers. It's like, buddy, I think with something like this, I don't think you need beam sabers. I just think you just need to either fly really fast or just get in with all your weapons. And I really like the new Gundam's beam rifle here. Yeah, it's a rocket chicken. It's a brick with rockets. No, that's what this one is. This was just a brick with legs. Also, I really like that, that damage effect piece. That looks really nice. I really do enjoy that quite a bit, actually. I'm gonna be honest here. I really, really like that. I think, I don't know, maybe sometime this month I'll probably get this one first, just because it's cheaper. It's like 56 bucks as opposed to like, you know, $88. But I don't know. I might suck it up a little bit and just buy this one just because I kind of like this one a lot more just because it just looks so fucking tanky. And I need to get down to watching Hathaway's Flash. Alright, so... oh yeah, so also Galvatron is on Big Bad Toy Store. Yeah, I need more for the backlog. I actually got, let me see here. Where is he at? So I just got this one for the backlog. Where'd it go? Oh, also, I wanted to bring this up as well. Apparently, they did a rerun of this thing. They did a rerun of this perfect grade Gundam. And I'm like... either A, this thing sold really good, or B, it didn't sell enough to where they had to do a rerun. My thinks is that it's probably the former, because they hyped this thing up like crazy. And it's the new Gundam. The new Gundam's always gonna sell well. See here for the Z, it has hands so it can use. Yeah, no, I get that. No, I get that. But it still just looks really cool, though. Like, it just looks really cool. Now, the problem I have with this, and it's something that a lot of people have been saying about the Perfect Grade New Gundam, is that, and it's the same thing that curses every single New Gundam kit, are the funnels. So the funnels, albeit they look cool, albeit they look really, really cool, it's just they provide horrible stability. Like, genuinely terrible stability. I now own, let me see here, because I believe I own two. I think, two New Gundam kits. I own the I think it's the original. Hi, Lilac. How are you doing? Thank you for redeeming your park entrance. But I own two New Gundams. I believe it's the original Master Grade, and I own the Verka. And each New Gundam has the same issue, where because a lot of the weight is in these funnels, it makes the Gundam tip. And sometimes, I believe the waist is prone to breaking because of that. And also, these do not close, or these do not connect well, like, at all. And apparently, to remedy this, Bandai just gave this Gundam a clear connector piece for the waist. So that it gave it like a clear cradle for the back. So that way it doesn't topple over and break. Well, I'm sorry, Lilac. Well, I hope you get better, and we're gonna have a nice cozy day before we jump into a game. So feel free to relax, Lilac. But yeah, so I don't know who's gonna buy this. I'm gonna be real, because that's just way too much damn money. But then again, I say that, and I'm talking about buying like a Zoid that's like $400. So it's like, you know, it just depends on like how much you're willing to pay for it. Let's see here. Okay. Now, moving on, because I think we covered everything that we needed to cover. Oh, right. The Raptors. Raptors. Gotcha. Yeah, so, Hollow brought this up, and also I want to take a look at this as well. So Hollow brought this up. So Nanbu, let's see. If they're gonna give us a back support, why clear? I don't know. So Hollow brought this up, and so these are done by a company by the name of Namu. Namu make really good quality and also very high quality dinosaur figures and statues. And they've been, for a while, they have this thing called the Smart Series. I have their JP3 Raptor, and I also have their Vastatosaurus. They're both really good. The JP3 Raptor is really good. And the place that I got it from, Lana's Time Shop, they were very clear on like, hey, this is going to cost paint shipping. Are you okay with that? And are you okay with, the paint shipping? So I really love that transparency. Now, here, these are, so recently they've been kind of doing like 2.0 stuff with some of their figures. And one of them being their Raptors. Which is cool because the Raptors were their very first figures in the posable dinosaur figure foray. And don't get me wrong, their first line of Raptors were good. There were some things that I wish that they kind of tweaked a little bit. Well, here they said, all right, cool. And now we have, I believe these have better articulation, these have better paint, better sculpting. And the one thing that they included are the eyes. They really, really prided themselves on these eyes. So they included glass eyes, like actual legit glass eyes instead of whatever the fuck the Hammond collection had. So they really wanted to let you know that these eyes kind of give you the illusion that these raptors are watching you. Like the eyes move. Which I think is really cool. So here they are re-releasing their JP3 female Velociraptor with these eyes, and I believe these also come with interchangeable hands, if I remember correctly. If not, they just have better hand sculpting. Hang on, sorry, my ear itches. There we go. And so now we also have their Blood Knight, which I don't know. I might get this one. Because I do want to compare these two, and these are like my favorite Jurassic Park Raptors. I love the JP3 Raptors. Let's see here, updated. So updated leg articulation, more accurate proportions, glass size, etc. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I can tell the painting, especially on here, looks really crisp. Like, these look really nice. Now, this one is new. So, this one is new, but I'm kind of scratching my head on this one, though. So, we have... Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, I mixed these two up. I thought these were the same figure. It's just one was just had a different name. But yeah, so this one is new to this. So, this one is Bad Luck Charm. AKA, this is the Velociraptor from Jurassic World Rebirth. They look about the same as the JP3 Raptors. Just the coloring's a little different. Let me see here. Yeah, the coloring is just a little different, but they are practically the same. Giving it the name Bad Luck Charm is crazy. Yeah, considering that this thing dies in the movie. And honestly, he doesn't look that bad. I don't think I will get him. I mean, like, honestly, I don't know if I'll get him just because, well, they don't really appear in the movie all that much. And they don't really contribute much to the movie. So, really, it's a wasted design. It's a really nice design, but it's wasted. Now, this one I do have on pre-order. And that is the Tiger Stripe Raptor. This is Tiger Blade. This one is... Actually, no, I take that back. This one's my favorite Raptor design. This one right here is my overall favorite Raptor design. In terms of its coloring, I just wish that we got the JP3 Raptor with the tiger stripes. That would look so fucking sick. I am a slut for tiger stripes. Like, camo striping like this, I am a huge slut for. I love camo stripes. But yeah, it does look like Tiger Blade does come with interchangeable hands. And that head sculpt looks mean. That thing looks mean, and the eyes just look crazy. And I love this. This is definitely the one that I slammed the pre-order button very, very hard on when I first saw it. Now, I don't know if it's going to be released this year because of how BBTS is with their pre-orders. Like, just recently, and I had to cancel it, but they had a so they listed, was it Transformers Onslaught for August. For August. But then they just sat there and said, oh, hey, by the way, we're going to be processing this order soon. I'm like, oh, no, that's too soon. So some orders or some items are going to come in early. Some items are going to come in late. So who knows? The new eyes truly give them... They really do. No, they give them a lot of personality and a lot of life. And then also, lastly, we have the good old JP1 Velociraptor. Which, she looks fine. I mean, she's probably the most boring of the raptors, just because she's just like a brown raptor. If I'm gonna be honest, I would love to order one of these, so that way I can repaint it to look like Dinobot. I would love to repaint this thing to look like Dinobot. Some items come in without warranty. No, exactly. Like, I rag on HobbyLinkJapan with their bizarre ass inconsistency with the pre-order windows. But Big Bad Toy Store, ever since COVID, their shit's been all completely whacked out. It's just one of those things where it's just like, hey, you can pre-order it, and if you don't got the money, or if you want more time, you could just cancel and pre-order it later. Which is something that I do wish HobbyLinkJapan still did. But it is what it is. So this also popped up as well, and I want to take a look at it. So these are very expensive. These are very, very expensive toys. But it looks like we are gonna have some new Pacific Rim stuff. So this one right here, this is gonna be... So this is a new figure of Striker Eureka, which was Australia's Jaeger from Pacific Rim. Now, this is a statue. Now, it's a very expensive statue, but it's a statue. It's not... Oh, well, no, never mind. I thought it was a statue. No, it's a figure. Yeah, it's a figure. Okay. Okay, color me impressed on this one. Yeah, no, this one's actually looking pretty nice. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, so this one's gonna come out next year. Hi, emoji. So this one's gonna come out next year, and this is gonna be about $250. Things like, I love Pacific Rim, right? As a kaiju fanatic, and as someone who grew up on things like mecha anime and kaijus, it's the perfect movie for me. And then we get like the really shitty McFarlane toys. Like, these look really bad. Considering what McFarlane can do, right? Considering what McFarlane actually can do with figures, give him the right budget, and if he gives a shit, he can make some really good stuff. But here, yeah, no, these aren't anything. And I believe this is also new as well. So these are figures by a company called Star Ace, and it's Gypsy Danger. And she looks good. Like, this actually looks pretty decent. has some nice. It kind of gives me the old NECA vibes, where NECA had the license to make figures of Pacific Rim. I just wish we had more kaiju figures. Like, the Jaegers are cool, right? The Jaegers are really cool. It's just, I want more kaiju. Okay, so. Alright, so. We're gonna sit here and watch this trailer for this anime. It's called Jurassic Shadows. But before we do that, let me see here. Let me fit this. Okay, so before we do that, I am gonna go run and grab some water real quick, and then afterwards we'll sit down and watch this trailer because this trailer is really cool. I sat down and watched it before, and I went over it in my server. But yeah, I'm pretty hyped for this anime. So I'm gonna go grab some water real quick, and we'll be right back, everybody. Make sure you get up and stretch. Okay. Alrighty, everybody. Hang on, give me a second here. Got my dog right here. Alright, so. Okay. So, let's take a look at this trailer, shall we? Let me see here. Let me just do that. Okay. So let's take a look at this trailer for Jurassic Shadows. Oh, hang on. There we go. Okay, so this is a trailer for Jurassic Shadows. Yeah, because I've already went over this in my Discord server, but we'll go over it on stream. I really love this concept. So, apparently, these people can transform into dinosaurs. So apparently these people can transform into dinosaurs through the power of makeup, which I think is really cool. And so from what I gathered, is that I believe the plot is that they're trying to stop not an invasion, but kind of an invasion of basically dinosaurs that kind of survive the extinction and they live amongst humans. From what I could understand, it's interesting. It kind of gives me like it weirdly kind of gives me Getter Robo vibes because of the whole like dinosaur empire from Getter Robo. I really love the animation though. Like, this is nice. So, okay, so right out the gate, we've got what look to be just standard, typical, like run-of-the-mill velociraptors. So, or what media like to depict velociraptors. I'm not gonna sit here and bitch and moan that, oh well, they got feathers, or they don't got feathers, and their wrists are pronate or aren't in the clapping motion, they're in the pronate position, blah 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 blah. It's like, yeah, well, this is also an anime where people turn into dinosaurs, so be happy this concept exists. And like, okay, so right out the gate, I can pick out let's see here. So right out the gate, I can pick out Triceratops. We have Ankylosaur. We got Stegosaur. Sauropods of some kind. We got pterosaurs. Like, okay, that is genuinely a really badass little lineup there. And I like how they actually made things like Parasaurolophus look intimidating. Like, that's kind of funny, but kind of cool at the same time, I'm not gonna lie. So, in this roster here, we have... Sorry. So, in this roster, we have what looks to be Stegosaur, Ankylosaur, T-Rex, sauropods of some indeterminate, like, species. We got Pteranodon, we got Triceratops, Velociraptor... These are going to be the villains. But yeah, see, it kind of... so that person can turn into an Elasmosaurus. So they kind of also have like that whole One Piece thing as well. That is a really cool shot, I'm not going to lie. So that's kind of like the main character's motivation. So I'm taking that his friend died from getting mauled by a raptor. So I don't know who she is, but she seems like she's center to all of this. Also, that's really cool. The whole dinosaur here as like traditional Japanese artwork. Now I mentioned this before in my server. And I think this is a really interesting little tidbit. Is that so? Like in kabuki theater, colors kind of dictate what your character is going to be. So if I remember correctly, red signals heroes. So good guys, heroes, protagonists, and stuff like that are symbolized by red makeup, whereas villains are depicted with blue makeup. And I think it's like supernatural. I believe it's like supernatural beings are depicted with brown makeup. Let me double check that real quick. I want to double check myself that real quick. I just thought of that because this is clearly like based around like kabuki theater, like with the makeup. Let me see here. So kabuki, makeup, color, meaning. So red symbolizes strength, courage, passion, and justice. It is the hallmark of color for heroic warriors. Indigo/blue represents malevolence, evil spirits, jealousy, and fears, usually for villains. Brown denotes non-human entities such as monsters, vengeful ghosts, or demons. Purple significates high status and royalty. So I don't know. I know that's like I know that's like a weird side tangent, but I don't know. I just thought of that. It's vice versa. Blue protag. No, because it says right here. It says red is meant for the heroes. Blue/indigo is meant for the villains. Also, hi Axel. How you doing? So then we have, and what's really kind of cool though is that the heroes kind of are like in this little underground. So I'm assuming these are the heads of like ninja clans or something like that, if I remember correctly, or if I'm looking at this correctly. But they kind of have like this little underground kind of thing going on, whereas the villains here are all kind of like on the top, like in a corporate office. That's kind of cool. Please tell me the Gyaru transforms into a dinosaur. Please tell me the Gyaru transforms into a dinosaur. That would be hilarious. That's cool. Now, this was kind of interesting too. So, her little Stegosaurus can turn into a chibi. This weird bug-eyed little chibi. So, I'm wondering if all the dinosaurs can do that, or it's just hers. Because it kind of gives me Dinosaur King vibes. And I still have never seen Dinosaur King. I have never watched a single episode of Dinosaur King. So that guy just turned into a Pachycephalosaurus. Now this is what I was talking about. So this kind of gives off like One Piece vibes, where especially I think it's like if you eat like the animal fruits, you have like this weird animal hybrid form. So picture what is her name? Yamato. Like when Yamato, she has a I think it's like a nine-tailed fox human form. Kaido has like a human dragon form. X-Drake's got like a really cool like human Allosaurus mode. Like this is what it kind of reminds me of. Also, I don't know why, but like the Brachiosaurus here. I don't know. That might be a Brachiosaurus. But this human animal hybrid form kind of gives me Queen vibes from One Piece, just because he also has because he's also a he's a Brachiosaurus devil fruit user, and he has a hybrid form that's similar to this. Jurassic Shadows. Ryugasho no Shinobi. I'm really hyped for this. This is really, really interesting. I love the concept of it. And the fight scenes look like they're going to be really flashy. Maybe something like, say, like Demon Slayers. Although, I'm wondering, so, like, with him... So I'm wondering if, like, the dinosaur instincts kind of take over? Maybe? From the looks of it? Like, maybe the dinosaur instincts kind of take over a little bit? That'd be kind of interesting. So yeah, no, I am really excited for Jurassic I keep wanting to say, like, Dinosaur Shadows. No, it's Jurassic Shadows. Jurassic Shadows. Okay. Alright, so. Okay, so. We'll watch this one video about, the Lego situation, and then we will, move on to, Mouse PI. It's just, I've been really wanting to follow up with this because it's very fascinating. Like, to me, I think this is really, really fascinating. Okay. So, this is... Yeah, okay, so if you don't know about what's going on, so I'm gonna try to run it down as the best that I can. So, there was a situation with a Lego, I guess it's like a Lego secondhand store franchise. Yeah, the bricks and minifig situation, yeah. So what happened was that basically Bricks and Minifigs stole a collection from a dying old man, and it spiraled into things like corruption, crooked cops, being falsely arrested for things, fleeing the country, putting gag orders, overruling the gag order, so that way now this guy can fully, the guy who's uncovering all this horrible stuff about bricks and minifigs, he can like expose them to the world and everything. It's some wild shit. Like, all this happened over Legos. It is some crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. And then now, the gag order got lifted, so now this guy can upload part 3 of his documentary about bricks and minifigs. Like, this stuff is completely fucking bonkers, and I'm super excited about this. And this is done by Legal Mindset. I love Legal Mindset.
Minifigs case, the Lego scandal involving Reckless Ben and Bricks and Minifigs over there in Utah. And this is actually a really big update because the federal judge has stepped in and thrown out the provisions that are holding back Reckless Ben. So for those that have been following this saga, as we have,
oh, it's complete bonkers.
Familiar with Ben,
yeah, so this body cam footage wasn't really supposed to be leaked out because the cops in this town of American Fork were all in the back pockets of this guy because they're all part of the same Mormon church. And it really doesn't help the stereotype of the Mormon mafia. It really doesn't help. Because this body cam footage that we're seeing right here basically shows them conducting an illegal raid on this dude's house, because the owner of Bricks and Minifigs called up the police and said that Reckless Ben has stolen Legos. So yeah, it's crazy.
And he's been waiting to put out more content on Bricks and Minifigs on this,
and I mean the cops even did things like fabricate evidence, delete body cam footage, redact audio. It is crazy.
Scandal stuff he's already done, he's already produced, he's already put his own time, his own effort, his own energy into creating this part 3 and coming even part 4, or so he says. But now he's actually able to speak. So here's actually the context and what happened. The real background is Ben removed his case. He took the case from state court
to federal,
and moved it up to federal court. So
yeah, that's so if you take things to like federal court, that shit means it's serious. Like it's serious. Because like federal court, they don't fuck around.
higher level. He went up to those different rules of procedure. So you're
The fact that
talking about a
this
whole
is
different
spiraled
ball
because a company
game for
couldn't
Ben now,
admit they
moving up
they were in
into
the
federal
wrong. Just
court,
oh
getting
yeah, no,
upgraded.
it's
And
weird,
because of
and
that,
this also cost the company uh what, millions of dollars, like millions and millions of dollars. Um, and of course, like their brand is completely trashed. Like their brand is completely and utterly like in the can. Like they won't recover from this. They just won't. It's like that meme of like, now all of China knows you're here. It's like, now all of China knows you're a piece of shit. So I don't know people who will still be using bricks and minifigs. The funny thing is, like, I've never heard of bricks and minifigs up until this whole situation. The Lego thing I use, I believe it's called Brick Nation. I think that's the one that I use. I use Brick Nation.
on July 6, 2026, U.S. District Court Judge David Barlow, this is a federal judge, okay, granted the joint motion and amended the gag order, amended the temporary restraining order. And as part of that, so as part of that amendment that is now official, it's now out there, he is explicitly allowed to permit him to
Let me move
do
myself over a little bit.
commentary and investigative journalism. This is a massive win for the First Amendment, because if a business was allowed to continue to restrict somebody that's doing investigative journalism, that's doing commentary,
There we go.
they can essentially silence people that they don't want to say things. So essentially, a company
Like,
in the United States
they were
would be
like,
able to say, I don't like you. I don't like what you're saying. I'm going to go to a judge. I'm going to come up with some
Right.
bunk story, some total BS, some sort of
yeah, so the stuff that they were saying about Ben to get him arrested were like everything from things like threatening people to, like, threatening to shoot people, stealing, planting bombs. It is crazy because they weren't even in the wrong. They weren't even in the wrong. They fully stole from a dying old man. And not only that, but they also try to shut down Reckless Ben's, I believe it was like his not, was it Patreon? Or no, no. Yeah, it was Patreon. It was Patreon. So they try to shut down his Patreon so that way he doesn't even get so that way he can't make a living until the CEO of Patreon. No, it was the Patreon. No, it was GoFundMe. I think it was GoFundMe. Yeah, I think it was. I want to say it was GoFundMe. Hang on, let me see here. It was either it was the CEO of Patreon or GoFundMe. Let me see here real quick. CEO of. Let me see here. GoFundMe. Lego situation. Was it this one? Wasn't. I want to say it was the CEO. I want to say it was the CEO of Patreon. I want to say it was. I think it was. CEO of Patreon said, yeah, okay, so it was the CEO of Patreon. Yeah, so the CEO of Patreon was just like, nah, you know what, actually, we're not going to take it down, and you're more than welcome to come sue us. Try it, motherfucker. Try it. That right there is really, really based. That was really based, considering how Patreon handles other things that I'm not going into because it's a whole nother can of worms. But for them to stand up and be like, do something. You know, we're not going to take it down. So you want to try and sue us? Try it. That was really fucking based. And they have a little bit of respect for me.
Exaggeration. And based on that
Or from me.
exaggeration, I'm going to silence you. I'm going to gag you. I'm going to put a temporary restraining order on you because of the thing that I just made up. You'd be able to just pull it out of nowhere. And the judge here is saying, no, you're actually going to have to go to court. You're going to have to prove these allegations, right? Because Bricks and Minifigs has made a lot of allegations about Ben, saying that he is a bad faith actor, that he's a bad person, etc. And because of that, they're now actually saying, no, you're going to have to prove that. And he is allowed to go out and do his thing.
And the thing is, like, they're going to, they're going to struggle with some of this. They are really going to have to struggle with trying to come up with evidence as to what Ben did, because they know a lot, if not almost all the stuff they said about Ben was coming out of their ass. They know it. They 100% know it. Now there are some things. Now I will say this. And I will say this though, is that yes, Ben is also in the wrong here, according to what people like Legal Mindset have said. Ben is also in the wrong too. He had good intentions, but some of the stuff he did is a little bit more of a detriment to him and his cause. Things like he could get, slapped with like harassment, which is what he did. However, this is completely, utterly nothing compared to what Bricks and Minifigs have done to Reckless Ben.
Which is, I think...
And also, if I were a betting man, now granted the stuff Ben did, see here. Now, granted, the stuff Ben did to get the results he did wasn't the best either. Exactly. No, like exactly. The stuff that he did, yeah, it's harassment, and it's also I guess you can say it's stalking as well. It's also filed under stalking because yeah, he kind of did that. Yes, he did harass. Yes, he did trespass. Yes, 100%. Was it for a good cause? Absolutely, it was. But I feel like he should have done this in a better light, because that's going to probably come around and bite him in the ass.
A massive win. Before we
but again, not by much.
Well, I've got an important message for you guys. Recently, a jury ordered Meta and YouTube
we got ads.
Their role in designing and promoting addictive platforms. They knew their apps.
The ads.
Anxiety, depression, and body image issues, but did
I
not
have that.
those risks while prioritizing.
I have body
profits.
image issues.
The recent historic verdict underscores the consequences of those decisions. If you or your child spent years growing up on social
media,
Scorpy,
thank you so much for becoming a park worker for one whole month.
Morgan & Morgan is stepping up to hold these platforms accountable for the harm they caused. You can use the link in my description or scan the QR code to take a short quiz to see if you
Thank you.
Case. You may be entitled to a potential recovery of over $1,000. Okay, so let's get into Reckless Ben's opinion here.
How you doing today, Scorpy?
What he has been covering in this case and why it's so important that now he can speak. So let's hear his own.
Now, okay. So now my thing is that I feel like after all of this is said and done, I feel like after all of this is said and done, the federal government really needs to take a look at American Fork and really kind of gut the entire town. Nice, I'm glad you're doing good. Right now we're kind of going over the Bricks and Minifig situation before we jump into Mouse PI. So what I think needs to happen, right? So what I think honestly needs to happen is that I feel like the federal government really needs to take a look at American Fork and really kind of especially gut their police department and have these police officers arrested. Because what they did is textbook corruption. Also, thank you for the 5 stream streak. But yeah, so what they did was 100% textbook corruption.
Words.
And they need to be looked at.
I was wrongfully silenced.
I am no longer allowed to even mention this mystery company.
But today, I got my freedom of speech back.
I have my freedom of speech back, baby.
Okay, I want to say real quick here, and this is really good filming, and obviously, I mean,
that's some balls right there.
He actually climbed up a tower with a drone shot. But let me ask a question here, and this is the question I think a lot of people are thinking: did you trespass to get up in that tower, or did you have permission?
That is a legitimate
to go up in
question.
that
But
tower?
yeah, no, like
Here's
that's
the
some
thing, and this is
balls.
the thing that Ben's got to be careful of, because Ben, he seems like a guy who goes out there and does it. It's in his name, Reckless Ben.
Oh, also, okay, so speaking of this, right? So apparently, now I don't know if this is still a trend, but a couple of months ago there was a trend on TikTok where people would just run through the Church of Scientology. Yeah, apparently that was like a trend on TikTok where people would just run through the buildings of Scientology. And people have drawn out actual like full-blown maps of the building. Like this shows you just how much of weapon-grade autism is on the internet. Because these people took TikTok videos and actually made like detailed maps of at least the bottom floor of like the Church of Scientology. That is crazy. And it got to the point where some churches actually took down, actually like removed door handles from their doors and can only be locked from the inside just to prevent these people from storming in and trying to find Tom Cruise.
But I'm looking at him on this.
Like,
tower,
it must be I'm sorry, but like, it must be a slow day. It must be a slow day for TikTok if you're harassing the local nut jobs. I'm sorry, Scientologists. Fucking, I don't care. I hate Scientology. Scientologists are fucking crazy. But yeah, it's a slow day where you have to harass the local cult. It's a slow day for TikTok, ain't it?
I'm in towers. You gotta get permission to do that. You gotta go out there. I'm just saying that's the sort of thing that Ben's got to be careful of in the future, because Ben at this point is under a microscope. So
yeah,
he
he's
has
on
to
like
make
thin
sure
ice.
He's not doing things like trespassing, like vandalizing, like harassment. He's got to be a journalist, right? He's got to put on the journalism hat and say, "Hey,
I mean, like, yeah, no, like this is a cool shot, but yeah, I would be careful.
Give them something to use against you." And that's just me being honest about the law on this objectively, because as you guys know, I always cover the objective law and try to be very fair when I'm analyzing these things. But
yeah, no, I love legal mindset.
I can say bricks and minifigs sucks. I can say bricks and minifigs sucks for old people. And
Look, I just said it. I'm not in jail, which is sick. We got our First Amendment right back.
yeah, episode 3 is
Fuck yeah.
And that's something he needs to be very careful of. So he can say, okay, now is, bricks and minifigs steals from old people. He's implying about the theft of the Legos, but he's got to be careful about defamation and defaming these businesses and defaming the people at this point.
True.
Because he's under a microscope now.
Because I think he can sit there and say they allegedly.
Saying things that aren't technically true, calling them criminals on certain matters that maybe they aren't. Maybe it was just them being dumb. Maybe it was a mistake. Maybe it was them being greedy. But
I would say like allegedly steal from old people. Allegedly.
But yeah, you can say they suck, and that's totally permissible. You can say they're horrible company. You can say all that sort of stuff. That's the First Amendment. That's what's awesome about this, and being able to speak up and have an opinion, even though it's negative. You should be able to have a negative opinion about somebody, but you do need to be careful for.
That's why I love this fucking country, because of the First Amendment rights, baby.
Out there.
It's live right now on Patreon, so check it out. If you don't want to subscribe to Patreon, then you can always just wait until it's on YouTube in a couple days, but it's live. And also, you can check out episode 4 coming very soon.
So really cool there news from Reckless Ben. Obviously, if you're over a fan of his Patreon, get over there. I think that's a pretty smart business model to put his stuff up on Patreon a couple days early, and then people can go get that and have that released. That's pretty smart, actually. In terms of content creator strategy. So, in my judgment, wrapping this thing up, Ben can now speak, but he has to proceed carefully. So
yeah, I mean, where like, okay, for me, I would sit there and say like they are allegedly criminals, or I would sit there and try to tap dance. Well, not really tap dance, but try to not try to make things worse, because again, under a microscope. So I would sit there and say they allegedly steal from old people. they might be criminals. You know, just, you know what? Actually, no, wait, hang on. I just got, hold up. I just got a perfect analogy for this. I just got the perfect analogy for this. Where is it at? Where's it at? Let me see here. Let me see here. It's a line from Shrek. Let's see here. I think it's from Shrek 3 Pinocchio. I think it's this one. Yeah, I think it's this one. Yeah, it's from Shrek 3.
You gonna take care of the baby? Everybody stay calm. We're all gonna die. Everyone in now.
Come on.
This is what it reminds me of. Where's it at? Let me skip.
Quickly, ladies.
Let me see here. Where is? I think it's, yeah, right here.
You can't lie. So tell
See
me,
this is how Reckless Ben should kind of word stuff.
where is Shrek?
I don't know where he's not.
You're telling me you don't know where Shrek is?
It wouldn't be inaccurate to assume that I couldn't exactly not say that is or isn't almost partially incorrect.
What I'm trying to say is that he can kind of tell the truth that they are criminals and that they are stealing from old people, but kind of word it in a way that won't get him in trouble, like kind of like this.
On the contrary, I'm possibly more or less not definitely rejecting the idea that in no way, with any amount of uncertainty, that I undeniably do or do not know where he should probably be. If that indeed
Hi
was
Gab,
where
how
he
you
is,
doing?
even if he wasn't not where I knew he was, could mean that I wouldn't really not know where he was.
Yeah, so stuff like that. I feel like that's what Reckless Ben should do. Or just sit there and say, like, they allegedly steal from old people. They are allegedly criminals.
He needs to proceed
Until,
very
like, all of
carefully
this is,
because
like,
what
done.
he says will be used against him in court. And if a lot of people, especially content creators, they don't realize that their statements online can be used against them in court, can be used by law enforcement. So, for
Yeah,
example,
especially
if he was
since
to
we're
say
dealing with,
something
like,
that was
crooked
threatening
cops.
or anyway make some sort of specific threat, that could be used against him, and people could take that statement, that public statement, and use that against him. So that's a very interesting perspective that's got to be obeyed there. He needs to obey the laws and avoid defamation. That is critical for him to obey the laws, stay away from defamation. But I think it's a big win for the freedom of speech. I think it's a big win for the First Amendment, for investigative reporting. And I very much am looking forward to seeing part 3, part 4, and what
I am
Ben has to
too.
bring. But I want to know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will catch you on the next one.
Yeah, so what do we all think about this? Because it's really nice the fact that he can finally talk again. Because I think the whole gag order on Reckless Ben over, again, something like actually like exposing a flat out evil company for what they're doing to, you know, not just an old guy, but just, you know, to his family. And doing things like intimidation and, you know, blatant corruption and all this other kind of stuff. Like, it's fucked up. But the fact that this guy can now talk again about it is a huge step. Because if the state won't do anything and the state are corrupt as fuck, then definitely federal will have to do something about it. Unless, you know, they find a corrupted Mormon federal judge, you know what I'm saying? Which I don't know if that's likely. That's like, what are the odds of that one? Yeah, it's like, what are the odds of that one? Okay. So, let me see here. So I think we've yapped about a good bit. Hang on real quick. Let me grab my cord that I can use for game. Hang on for a split second here, guys. Hang on. Hang on. Give me a little bit. Oh, it's right here. Okay. Alright, we're good. Alright, we're good. Okay. Okay. Let's see. It's nice that he can... It's nice that he can talk again, but I want to see Bricks and Minifigs HQ Corporate go up in flames. The other stores have nothing sorta to do with them, if that makes sense. No, that totally makes sense. That totally makes sense. Some do, some don't. I would say probably nationwide, some stores have nothing to do with this, and they're just going about their day, trying to make a living. Whereas the places where Ben lives, I think, are probably the more corrupted stores, if that makes any sense. Alright, let me see here. Let me get rid of all these tabs. Okay, so... Alright, so I guess we're just gonna wait for Mouse PI to load. I don't know why it's taking so long. Oh, hang on, what the hell? Oh, there we go. Yes. Okay, that's weird. I've never seen it do that before. But it's gonna be interesting. No, the Bricks and Minifig situation is going to be a very interesting case. And hopefully, though, it won't go anywhere past federal. Why is Mouse PI not working? Why is this game not wanting to fire up tonight? Why is it not wanting to work tonight? Why is this game not wanting to load? Well, I guess we're not gonna... Oh, well. Oh, I guess... Oh, never mind. Spoke too soon. We're playing it now. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why it was taking so long. Okay, so... Let's see here. Let's do... There we go. Okay, so... Where were we last time? No, actually, let me do this. Let me do audio. Oh god. Oh, what's going on here? Okay. Oh, that changes the language. Okay, I actually never knew that. There we go. How's that? All right, let's see. Where were we? Okay, so where were we? So let's go head to the movie sets and attend the Fever River Steamboat Party. Let's go to the theater first. Yeah, let's go to the theater first. We can steamboat our Willy. Oh wait, hang on. I was gonna say we can steamboat our Willy here in a little bit. All right, so mouse PI. There we go. The real deal.
The place smelled like crap, which made me sure the mob was close.
Yeah, fuck the mob.
Reggie, they're here. Every Tom, Dick, and Reggie.
Yes, Shetty.
Don't shoot me, you citizen. The whole lot. Do something.
Let's see here. Anything we got? Investigate the studio. Oh, wait. Hold up. Hold up. Can I go back? No. Hang on. Let me go back a little bit. Let me see here. Okay. Hang on, let me go back. Let me just double check real quick and make sure, you know, I'm not forgetting any like side quests or anything like that. Let me see.
Cheese be with you, Jack.
Okay, nope.
Our little brethren are counting on you, Jack.
Okay, so nothing here.
I need my paneer mocha.
Alright, so nothing there. Fuck your countertops. Alright, so let's check out with Tammy.
Make sure to upgrade your boomsticks, Jack. More bang for your buck, right?
Let's see here. Do we have anything that we can upgrade? No. Okay. Alright, so we were good. Let's check with you. Anything?
Boring.
I still hate her.
You know the moon's all government cheese, right?
Ha!
Barry's keeping it under wraps.
Oh, I get that. Yeah, so the whole thing about government cheese is an actual thing. It's a giant rabbit hole I would love to explore with you guys at a later date. But, I don't know, we'll check it out, like, maybe during our next Just Chatting stream. We'll check out the whole history behind the government cheese thing, but yes, it is a thing. It is an actual thing.
The place smelled like crap, which made...
Reggie, they're here. Every Tom, Dick, and Reggie.
Yes, Shetty.
Don't you sherry me, you simpleton. They came. The whole lot. Do something.
Yeah, they came. It's like Optimus Prime, like, I have come. Alright, so... just shoot him right in the head. See how we doing. There we go, take a little swig. Now let me get my bearings. Actually, you know what? Nah. I like my boomstick. Oh, what the fuck?
Look who it is.
It's me again, sure as shooting. What's got you all fired up now, man?
I've got to get in the control room pronto.
Ooh, no. Not that easy, amigo. Gotta flip them switches
I like her.
first.
Switches. and I just waltz right in there.
This is the Tinsel Brothers studio. You can't just waltz in everywhere like that.
I don't know, I think I can.
Stitches, stinky britches.
Not the share rugs, they're priceless.
Patched and shamefully clean.
Oh, switches need no stitches. They need just a little sniffing around the corner. Easy to.
I honestly thought she said they need a little sniffing around the corner. I was gonna say, like, we need a little sniffing, like AO sniffas. We got some sniffas. Oh, I can't shoot it. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay. Yeah, it's a 3-minute ad. Alright, so while it's an ad, we're going to take this little opportunity to get up and stretch. So we'll be right back, everybody. Okay, everybody. Do we all get up and stretch? We all get something to drink? Get a little snack or something? Let me just go ahead and pause the beach music. Alright. Okay. There we go. Alright then, chat. You guys ready to get back into the game? Alright, I got me a poop stick. So this is kind of funny. So this right here, this type of screening right here is actually really, really common back in the day. And this was to, replicate like, walking or driving by like scenery and buildings and stuff like that. A good example of this would have been in The Wizard of Oz. More specifically, like during the tornado scene.
Reggie, you moron.
Yeah, see? This is what I was talking about. This is a giant reference to Wizard of Oz. Which, I will sit here and say, if you've ever looked at the history of the production of Wizard of Oz, it was a fucking nightmare. It was a fucking nightmare. From the,
Call the bodyguards now.
from like, the Munchkins would constantly get drunk and try to hit on the 15-year-old actress who played Dorothy. There were things like the Tin Man got, I think it was like lead poisoning from the makeup he was wearing. And then when they found out that, oh, we just poisoned our actor, they said, you know what, let's just get a new guy. They're interchangeable. So they got a new guy, and the new guy used the less poisonous paint. The guy who played the... Yeah, it was pretty bad. Oh, no, it is so fucked up. The guy who played the Cowardly Lion, his pelt was 100 pounds because what he was wearing was genuine lion mane. Like, what he was wearing, his fur, was genuine lion fur. Like, even down to the mane was a genuine lion's mane. There were things like animals on set were very hard to control because they would always shit all over the place. The pyrotechnics weren't the best or the safest at the time. The Wicked Witch of the West actually was burned in a couple of the scenes that were still in the final production of the film. Where she got caught in the pyrotechnics and she burned. But the movie that came out of all of this absolute hell, is a monumental movie that is a cinematic legend to this very day. Yep, follow the yellow brick road. Which, yeah, by the way, the actress who played Dorothy, I think, yeah, she was like 15, and her husband was, I think it was 19.
It could be by any other smell.
The fuck? Touch? Oh, okay, Beauty and the Beast.
Great.
Beauty and the Beast. Oh, I get it now. And I think that accordion, not accordion, but that that pipe organ, I think is a reference to Dracula. Or it could be Phantom of the Opera. It's one of the two. Alright, you know what? Let's do this. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, I can actually like float up. Neat. Hi, Dubs. How you doing?
Little baby man.
Hang on, let me give you a shout out.
little baby man.
How you doing, Dubs? Yeah, let me give you a shout out real quick. You know, I thought about doing like automated shout outs when people pop in, but I'm like, nah. I like typing them out individually. I don't know. I like that human touch to it. I don't want everything to be automatic. Well, too fucking bad. All my friends get shoutouts when they pop in. Tired. I feel that my back is still sore from My back is still sore from my 4th of July workout. But, so interesting fact about, the guy who played...
Just like bouquet.
Oh, it's poisonous. Climb, 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 climb. Yeah, so, fun fact about the guy who played, fuck. Okay, it's that. Okay. Yeah, so the guy who played Dracula, Bela Lugosi, he, actually had to learn English while he was playing Dracula. And he was so dedicated to the bit, he actually... So when Bela Lugosi died, he was buried in the Dracula cape. Oh, Beethoven Symphony. Oh, shit. Let's do... Like, he was, like, Bela Lugosi was so dedicated to being Dracula. Let me see. Let's do shotgun. Hey, secrets. Malsberg Chronicles. Let's see here. Fuck, I hate these timed events. Ah, yep, there he goes. Okay. Yeah, I know what I was expecting with that one. Let's see here. Where to go? Wait, is it Beethoven? No, I think this is Mozart, ain't it? No, it's... Yeah, it's Beethoven. Yeah, it's Beethoven. Yep. Beauty and the Beast. Oh, hi. Ah, damn, he hits like a train. Alright, you know what? Oop, didn't mean to do that. Let's do People Melter. Okay, so let me grab. Oh, hi. All right, so that should soften him up just a tiny bit. Oh god, my leg itches. Oh, nope, I died. So, okay, so... Alright, so hit him with the People Melter, basically. Oh god, oh, right, okay, right into the thick of it. All right. Ah, you little shit. Where'd you go? All right, let's do people melter. Oh, they're like bombs. Okay. Yeah, okay, so they are like bombs. Oh, see, there's a health potion right up there. Oh, I'm all out of no, I'm barely out of shots. Oh, okay, fuck. Okay. Alright, I got it. Alright, I got it now. Alright, let's do... Oh, wait, can his candles actually, like, deflect my stuff? Alright, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, so he throws 3. Oh, they can! There we go. God damn, that's like... I will say though, the people melter kind of makes things a little bit trivial. Oh, they can deflect! Okay, that's some bullshit. Was nowhere near it. Alright, let's do... Nah, that's not gonna work. Nah, that shit ain't gonna work. Alright, so I guess Tommy gun it is. So it looks like he can't really get you up here. Oh, oh, it was like 2 shrews stacked on top of each other. Oh, okay, that's kind of clever. I like that.
One down, one to go.
I do like that they make the kind of like the camera here have like a weird kind of like a weird like kind of like haze, I guess you could say. Like it feels like it's, I don't know how to describe it. Kind of foggy, I guess you could say. Let's see.
Hey, it's my office.
What
Wait,
the
am I that cliche?
What the fuck? Tinsel Town is finally awake.
Times they are a-changing, right?
Weird.
Hope I'm not one of them men from up the stairs.
Shit. Alright. I'm really loving like all this like classical music. It's kind of funny. Wait, hold up. Hey, you know what? Actually, you know what? Here. There we go. All right, got him. Oh, what the fuck? I'm not gonna lie, that kind of caught me off guard. I was thinking that was gonna be like a little Easter egg, or like a little gag or something. Oh, I'm wondering if this is like Alice in Wonderland. Well, shit. Yeah, I'm wondering if this is like a little reference to like Alice in Wonderland, because of like the little tea party with the Mad Hatter. And back through the Wizard of Oz. Alright, let me see. Nice. Okay, that was pretty nice. Damn, I'm getting a lot of cheese. Oh, I'm all out. Okay.
What is this? Courthouse?
The accused will take the stand now.
Oh. No, you know, I'm good. I'm okay. I don't think, you know, chat, we don't need a trial. We all know I'm completely and totally innocent. Just ask, you know, just ask the park owners. They know. Okay, don't ask the park owners. They will tell you otherwise. They're completely biased. But I am innocent, I swear. Also, hang on real quick. Let me let my dog out real quick. He's getting antsy. Give me a second here, guys. Alrighty. Alright. Yeah, the dogs were going nuts. Alright, let's see. Yeah, this is totally Alice in Wonderland.
The judge and jury find you guilty of all crimes.
Hey, look, I am completely, mostly, partially innocent here. I plead the fifth.
Innocence of an art. We sentence you to die slowly.
We're stealing the innocence of an art? Wait, what art?
Objection.
Wait, killing you slowly since a bunch of gunmen? Yeah, that's not killing me slowly there, lady. That's killing me pretty quickly. Alright, there we go. People melter.
Any more willing to,
Shit.
die?
I was gonna say, wait, when did I start? Explain the human remains in your pen. We don't talk about the human remains in my pen. Not my fault. Partially not my fault. Okay, it's all my fault. Let's do... Fuck. Okay. You know what? God damn, there's so many people. Oh my god, I'm in a fucking corner. Oh my god, why is there so many people? Oh my god, I'm in a corner! Are you serious? Are you serious? Let's see here. Find the second switch. Let's do people. Alright. I'm gonna try to lock in on this one. Sorry, I'm like locking the fuck in right now. Alright, let's do Tommy gun. You know, I didn't even realize I was supposed to be fighting her. I was a little bit more preoccupied with all these people.
Oh, man. Harsh.
Fuck. Alright, cannon. Fuck, shit. Ah, fuck. Okay. Alright. I think I get it now. Alright, I think I get it now. So kind of like start wailing on her.
Do you feel lucky?
Oh, man. Harsh. What? Not guilty? I knew you'd say that.
You know, that could have been a lot easier if I knew that ahead of time. Let's see, any ammo in here?
Honestly, Reggie, you are as dry as the ship biscuit after a very long voyage.
I like biscuits, Viv. What's wrong with that?
Again with the Wizard of Oz.
How are you still alive?
Just stop, Pepper, now!
So,
this guy's probably gonna be.
change of scenery.
I kind of like his gun.
This scene's already a disaster, and you're not helping.
You sure make a mouse get around.
All right, let me see here.
In and out, just like that.
Wait, hold up. People melter.
You sure make a mouse get around.
Where's he at? Alright, where are you at?
In and out, just like that.
Where's he at? Where's he at? Where's he at? Where's he at? Where's he at?
You sure make a mouse get around.
Wait, does he have like a...
Up I go. Bombs. Aflow.
Wait, does he have like a little force field?
That's it. I'm passing you up to the stagecoach.
Alright, you know what?
Look what you made me do.
Alright. I gotta give you props for that one.
Boo. Chat, you could even see that was a little cheesy.
In and out, just like that.
Oh, I thought that was funny. Let's do people melter.
You sure make a mouse get around. Up I go. Bombs.
You mean bombs away?
You sure make a mouse get around. In and out.
Boy, this gunfight.
Up I go. Bombs. A blow. Bombs away. Whoever grinds me some pepper gets a pay raise.
All right. Let me see here. Hey, I happen to like dad jokes, I'll have you know. Like, dad jokes are like almost like the entirety of my jokes. I was gonna say, I need some health is what I need. I'm not gonna lie, I really hate the big guys. Fuck. Yeah, like, for me, like, dad jokes are like half of my humor. Oh, hi. Is this just straight up Looney Tuning me?
You sure make a mouse get around. That's it. I'm passing you up to the safe.
Yeah, fuck off. You owe me some cheese.
Look what you made me do.
All right. I gotta give you props for that one.
Alright, I need some ammo. Alright, let's do the people melter. Let's do the people melter on that one.
In and out. Just like that. Up I go. Bombs. A blow. I can see you.
No, this dude's annoying. Where's he going?
You sure make a mouse get around. And that's slow.
Fuck. Oh good, there's some health over here. Okay, so I know where to go next time.
Up I go. Bombs. A blow.
Alright.
I can see you.
Alright, let's do... So he shoots twice.
You sure make a mouse get around.
Okay, so he shoots twice. Alright, so now...
But this is a gunfight.
Whoever grinds me some pepper gets a pay raise.
Oh, here we go. Now here comes the annoying part. There we go. Okay, so...
You sure make a mouse get around.
Alright, where's he going? Alright, so Tommy gun ammo.
In and out, just like that.
Alright, so now he's gonna just shower with bombs. And then he's gonna summon all of them.
I'm gonna paint the view from up here.
I think they're gonna come in waves, so this is, I think, wave, what, 2? Sorry, I'm just, like, locking the fuck in. Oh, hi.
It's up, slow. We could keep shooting for an hour and neither of us would win.
I just handed you your ass, genius.
Let's settle this the good old tinsel way. With a fist.
Oh, so do I have to beat a man to death?
What the hell did I just say that?
Oh, what the fuck?
Prepare for a lesson in pansy-yukin. Pansy-yukin. With the uppercut.
Ow, 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 ow. Fuck. Fuck. Wait, he said Pansy Yukin. Okay, that's funny. That's a Street Fighter reference.
The rest is silence.
Well, shut the hell up then.
Okay, that was funny. That was pretty funny. I like how he's just okay, and then he's just like literally no, he's in fire. And he's like floating around like, yeah, this is okay. Oh. Let's see. Oh, that's where we just were. Okay. So he can kind of like see everything. Basically.
Slipped right out, that minx. And now she's littering too?
Okay. First of all, how dare she? I would say I'd smash her, but like, she's littering.
And then
Thank
came
you.
The letter. For me. Oh, that woman.
Okay, honestly, I would smash her, but like, honestly though, I would hate to smash her because she litters. Look at her.
Sure, she got away, but it didn't feel like a bust. The mystery was solved. That's gotta count for something, right? Still, it's a shame we cracked a few too many eggs making this omelette au fromage. All's well and done, until it ain't. C'est la vie.
I was gonna say that I can't be
Well,
done.
Vivian's out of the picture.
Okay.
Pretty sure Wanda could spin a killer piece out of this.
Okay. Wrap up the case with Wanda. Pin your remaining Blue Betty clues. I guess we're getting a rise of Nazism. That's nice. BMP killed Betty. I slipped through your fingers once. Don't pout. It only wrinkles that magnificent brow I used to dream of ruffling. Yours, Viv. P.S. BMP killed Betty. Well, at least... Well, you know what? At least she gave us, you know... Nope. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hang on. There we go. At least she was kind enough to give us some clues. Okay. So, that is where we will end it here. Yeah, so that is where we're going to end it here for the night, guys. Yeah, let me just double check here. Okay. So, let me go ahead and take us back to just chatting. Let me take us just back to just chatting. Exit the game. Yes. This is getting close to that 3-hour mark. Now, I honestly, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I didn't mean to yap as long as I did. Like, honestly, I didn't mean to yap as long as I did. Yeah, no, like, it's getting close to the 3-hour mark. Well, and plus, I usually just stream for about 3 hours anyways, give or take. Unless if it's like, you know, like, unless if it's like a model kit building, or if it's like, I don't know, like a work night, or I'm sorry, not a work night, a weekend, all that kind of stuff. But yeah. So, yeah, no, yapping is fun. No, yapping is very fun. I do quite enjoy it. But yeah, so for our next stream, for the next stream, we will be playing, we're actually going to be playing Fears to Fathom. I've seen some people play it before, and it looks like a lot of fun. I wanted to take a crack at it for a while. They look kind of fun. They look like really low resin horror games. And I am all here for it. Because I remember watching, I think it was Terrorizu. I think she was playing it. And it got me going like, okay, you know what? I'll give it a shot. Oh no, I'm sorry, Tabby. Yeah, we're gonna end it for the night. Well, and plus that tells me you were probably very tired, and not only that, but you were also probably pretty exhausted, because I know you had to go out of state for the 4th of July. which totally understandable. Oddly enough, I love I love yapping with streamers, yet am kind of low-key terrified of actually having to call the clients for... Well, the reason why is just because, also, Sin, thank you for the... But no, it's mostly just because it's, what is it, it's because of, like, your hyperfixations. That's why. I only got 2 hours of sleep last night. Oh, good God. Yeah, no, that is honestly your body telling you need sleep. Let me see. What shall I raid tonight? You know what? Oh, you liked it? I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, I couldn't sleep for nothing. Oh, shit. Have you tried, like, I don't know, like melatonin? Because usually that helps out. Trying to see, who do I want to raid tonight? Because I know Virus just streamed. We haven't raided Virus in a while. Oh, what? Let's raid Mocha Bean. Let's raid Mocha Bean. And I have the perfect... I have the perfect raid message for her. I got the perfect raid message for her. Let's do... Let's do... Oh, this is perfect. I'm so mean. I am so mean, but I love this. Okay. That is our raid message. Oh my god, this is great. Yeah, let's get the raid message going. Oh, I know. I know I'm evil. I know for a fact I'm very evil. Let me see here. I would say I'm not... Well, I mean, maybe I'm a little evil, but... I was gonna say, like, it's not so much evil as more so it's chaotic. I love being a chaotic little terror. I absolutely enjoy being a terror. Let's see here, Mocha Bean. You're adorably evil. You can get away with it. That's what I've been telling people. It's like, look, could you really get mad at this? Let's see here. Let's do... Oh, that's all caps. Let's do Mocha Bean. Is Mocha Bean not streaming? Because it says that she's streaming. What the fuck? Why is... What the fuck? No, I get what you meant. Is she not streaming? I guess she should be. Or no, she might have ended it. Fuck. Well, shit. Well, fuck me. Let me see here. I was gonna say, I could have swore she was live. Did they just end? I think so. Because when I went to try to look up their name, it didn't pop up. Yeah, I think she ended her stream. Fuck. Well, crap. Oh, wait, even better. Even better. We'll raid Yukishima. Alright, I got something just as good. Let's do... Alright, let's see here. Alright, there we go. That is our raid message for tonight. But yes, I will be back tomorrow or not tomorrow. I will be back on Friday for some more, well, not some more, but I will be back for Fears to Fathom. Ah, perfect. Okay, there we go. That's better. Okay, so I will be back on Friday with Fears to Fathom. So until then, I'll catch you all later. Let's go say hi to Yuki.